you very much, Honorable Speaker, for giving me the floor. Honorable Speaker. All right. Thank you very much. I just want to start with the situation that we are in this country now. That is the political atmosphere. My honorable member has just touched on some issues about the trend of politics going in this country. I think we need to be very, very careful. You can only develop if there's a peace. If there's no peace, you forget about development. Yeah. If there's no peace in any compound, definitely there's no development, because everybody will be running for his or her own safety. So I think we need to. But he also talked about the legislature that the minister want to bring. I think why we rejected it was there was a segregation. If it is covered everyone, then I don't think any member here will reject it. But because there was a segregation, you cannot say Mahanera will be safe and the people who voted for him are not safe. Then you are representing those people. So I think that was another factor why people were not in for the bill. But if it's looked holistically, for everybody's interest, that if he insults is a crime, then we will make sure that we support that bill. Honorable Speaker, I will start with my question, that is question 41 of 2021, to the Minister for Interior. So we have written to the Ministry about security issues in Sandu, that when the question reaches him, he came here and replied that the government has no plan to install security base in Sandu. And we want to make it clear to the minister that we are part of this country and it's our right to be protected. It's our right for our wealth to be protected. People living in the rural areas, they have two hopes, because most of them are not vying for any position in the government, but their hope is the farm and their livestock. So if they are not protected, their wealth are not protected, their hopes are dust. The former minister promised that when we wrote to him, they have approved that they are going to establish a base. So when the current minister told us this, definitely it does not go well with me, it does not go well with the people of Sandu. Just recently, a village called Kurau, they lost almost 17 cow head. Dasilame, the same. You go to Kuongu, sheep and cow are lost. And according to Gilma record, Sandu we have 16,000 cow heads. And these 16,000 cow heads, they have only 2 cattle drinking points. Honorable Speaker. So as a result, we are losing a lot. Because during dry season, you have to take all the cows to Nyani, or you take them to Fonyi or Casamas. And you know how difficult it is to have access to fertilizer in this country. But if the cows are there, so the cow dung can be used as a fertilizer, the milk can be used for home consumption, even the meat. But we are not benefiting from all this, Honorable Speaker. And the Minister for Interior is telling us they don't have any plan to install a base. So we are appealing to the government that Sandu is part of the country and we need to be protected. So as a matter of urgency, the station in Diabugu, they are not mobile. They don't have motorbike, they don't have vehicle. So they are just there. If crime occurs, example, in Naude, before you reach there, what time can you reach there? Unless you go to the village, you start asking people to help you with motorbike to carry you to Naude or other part of Sandu. So it is a concern, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, water shortages in Sandu. Since 2017 to date, We cannot pound our chest that the government has done an improvement in water sectors in Sandu, because we have not seen any project from government that were installed in Sandu. And the people, the water that they drink, honestly, there's no member here, unless if you're from there, or there will be no minister or director. If you go there, when they give you that water, you will drink. You will not drink. You go to the mini market, you buy your own water, you put it in your car. So when there's a meeting, you take that water, but the water that they drink, honestly, if they give it to them, they will not drink. And there are also people like us. So why we don't want to drink that water? There's something there. Why? If they give it to you, you say you will not drink. You buy your own water. Like Nyanija, you're listening, I will teach you, learn from me. They will not drink that water, honestly. Wallahi, there are waters, they are as red as this chair. And people are drinking. Honorable Speaker, you can bear me witness. Because I will not forget if somebody did something good. She has come to our aid. There's a village that Honorable Speaker's effort has made those people to drink clean water. So, Honorable Speaker, the Honorable Minister stood here. She said, we cannot provide water for all these villages because they are small. I think we need to change that policy. Any village less than 1,500 people, government cannot give you water. I don't think that's a good policy. You go to Sandu, 75% of the villages are less than 1,500 people. So which means 75% of those people, it's not their right to have water from government, and they are paying their tax, no matter how small it is. You are paying your tax, and in return, you are expecting something from government to help you. But the only help that we get is from the NGOs and ourselves. When we form association, the villagers will contribute and get water for themselves. Right, Honorable Speaker, we come to help. We have about 28,600 or more than 28,600 inhabitants in Sandu. All these people are receiving health care from Diabu Minor Health Center. And Diabu Minor Health Center, some villages, the distance between them and Diabu is more than 10 kilometers. So we are appealing to government. There are strategic locations where there is health posts, which can easily be transformed to a health center. That is inside of Google. The Honorable Minister is aware. The stretch there, if you look at the inhabitants, is more than 14,000 people. And if that location, if that health center is developed, so it will curb the difficulties of accessibility to health care. So they will not come to Diabu, instead they will all go to Saragugu to get their medical care. So we are appealing to Honorable Minister for Health to consider that with urgency, so that the people of Sandu, also people around that end, the difficulties will ease. And Honorable Speaker, then we come to businesses. The Committee on Trade have done tremendous work to make sure that what people are crying for, the hike of prices on commodities, comes down. But Honorable Speaker, because we did not lay the reports, we are supposed to lay a report, and the report is ready, but because of time, we couldn't lay the report. But the committee, I thank the committee and the committee members for what they have done. Honorable Speaker, my advice to the Minister for Trade is that I think we should now be thinking of creating competition for the market than creating competition in the market. If you see all these problems that we are facing, because our effort is to create competition inside the market, it's not possible anywhere. You have to create competition for the market. What do I mean? We have to make sure that we empower the Gambian, the citizen, to engage in business. And how can they do that? There's a big gap there. Some countries, you have an act called Start-up Act, but we don't have that act in the Gambia. I want to engage in business. I want to start a small-scale business with $10,000. The moment I open the shop, area council will come, GRA will come, other stakeholders will come. The money that you have used as your capital is going on tax. So how can you develop? At least we have a startup act. I want to start a business, fine, you register your business, we give you 5 years to establish. We give you 10 years to establish. But the month that I started, area council will come. People will come with duty tickets. Small businesses who are going to the garden, bring their produce to the market. During this COVID, some countries, they are at least giving them exemption. But in this country, it's not happening. And you still expect people to bring down the prices. So I went to the garden early in the morning, produce, go to the market. Somebody from KMC will come, give me, your ticket is here, $10 and $15. So you still expect that person to bring the price of that produce down. How will it be possible? So I think we need to be reasonable enough to make sure that we create environment for the business people so that the price hike will come down. So Honorable Minister for Trade, if you are here or not, please let us try and endeavor create that competition for the market. Without that, trying to create competition inside the market, the prices will go up. Because you can see that there will be no competition in the market at all. All the business people here, they are friends. I bring my goods, you bring your goods, we are communicating every day. Government want to take action, they will form a cartel. People will suffer. Honorable Speaker, we talk about network issue in this country. I think Gambia, we are paying the most expensive data in the sub-region. That's Gambia. I was making a research, compare the same company, Africell, they are established in Sierra Leone. I compare them, what we are paying here is far more than what people in Sierra Leone are paying for data. And in fact, the speed, you cannot compare them. Even Senegal, you cannot compare the speed. We have a very low speed at a high price. Senegal, they have a very high speed at a low price. You go to some villages around the rural areas. Still now people are hanging their mobile up. So what is the royalties that these people are paying the government if government cannot inject that one to the telecommunications sector and make sure that people did not hang their mobile up now? I always say, if you go to the provinces, what you pay on data, you cannot compare to what people pay on data in Greater Banjul area. Because here, Africell was fooling us, and Pura is aware that they have 4G while they don't have 4G. It's very clear. They start calling people, come and change your SIM card because we have 4G. Then for the past years, you were advertising on TVs. They were advertising on TVs, radios that we have 4G. Why they don't have 4G? Why if you have 4G now, you start calling people, come and change your SIM card, we have 4G. So which means you were cheating on people. At the end of the day, they fool us, they go to the radios and TVs that we have draw competition. Where are you getting that money? Millions of dollars. If you're not cheating on people, I think government should take an action against these people. All the telecommunication system, their data is expensive, people cannot afford it. Now you think of, I have kids going to school. Like example, the university now, they want to have online programs, the college and some other schools. So how data is expensive, you have 10 kids, will you be able to buy data for all these kids to be able to follow their lessons? It's a problem. Honorable Speaker, thank you very much. Also, I have to seize this opportunity to thank the President of ECOWAS, and I think the good person who relayed the message is Honorable Magasi and others in the ECOWAS Parliament, that they have donated 7 brand new computers with accessories to all the 7 borders in this country to support the immigration officers in taking data. Instead of now taking their data on choir books, they can use this machine to take data, they can use the machine to communicate to other stations. So I thank you very much, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Member.